Welcome to exciting IPFW women's basketball. I'm Steve Brailsford along with Tim Atkins. We're here at the Hilliard Gate Sports Center as the Lady Dons of IPFW are getting ready to take on the undefeated 7-0 Northern Kentucky Lady Norse.
It looks like tonight's, can you hear me okay?
The Lady Norse are led by Lori McClellan, scoring 18 points a game for Northern Kentucky. The IPFW Lady Dons to be led by Kim Recker, who's scoring 13.7 points a game for the Lady Dons. As we mentioned, the Lady Norse are coming into this ball game, the second game of the Great Lakes Valley Conference season, 7-0 undefeated. And that'll be a task for the Lady Dons to take on tonight as they try to break a little home court jinx. They're 1-4 at home this year. Normally the Hilliard Gates Sports Center has been a pretty friendly confines for IPFW.
Steve, it appears that tonight's game is going to have a good crowd. As I was coming in, I noticed the cars were just slowly filling up the parking lot. My guess is that we could have a good crowd tonight when this whole thing's over.
Well, there's a pretty good crowd last Wednesday as well, so it's good to have the fans support the Lady Dons, who are struggling. We talked about in the game on Wednesday night, the roster is down to 9. They suffered a key injury even before the season started when Pam Edwards, who was going to be the core of the team with the departure of Lisa Miller to graduation. Pam Edwards came down with an injury in the preseason, so she's out for the season. So they're down to one senior, Amy Hogan, and one returning starter, a part-time starter from last year, Dawn Dressler.
Steve, in the lineup for tonight, Lindy Jones, a freshman from Decatur. A little bit of trivia for you. Kip Jones, her brother, played a lot of basketball with him while I lived in Decatur for a couple of years, and had no idea that she was playing for the Lady Dons tonight. It's going to be interesting to watch her and compare a little bit her style along with her brother, Kip, who most folks know played for Purdue and did really well. Really well.
Football and basketball.
Pardon me?
Yeah, Kip played a little football for him, too.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Well, anyway, we come into the ball game. We haven't quite got around to the starting lineups yet. We can talk a little bit about the Lady Norse. They're without a couple players tonight. One of their returning seniors, and I have her name here. There it is, Guyana Wohannes. That's as close as I can get. She won't be playing tonight. And also another veteran player, Rosie Rock, I believe has been out part of the season and is suited up and may play tonight. But they are being led right now, as we mentioned, with Lori McClellan, who's scoring 18 points a game. We expect the rest of the starting lineup to look like Danita Duncan at a forward spot, along with Angel Donnelly at center, Tammy Schlarman at forward, and the other guard, Amy Mormon. Hey, they were on TV.
You've got a lot less hair than I do, Steve. I just noticed
That's
that.
the lights.
It looks like, as far as height goes, the Norsemen match up pretty much the same as the Mastodons. I don't see any real height advantage. Rebounds per game is at forward, Danita with 10. But it looks like it should be pretty even tonight. Pretty even game.
One place where it may be telling for the Lady Dons, we talked about this on Wednesday, the outside shot. The Lady Dons really have not been able to hit the outside shot consistently. They've only hit 4 of 18 three-point field goals attempt, whereas the opposition has been firing up more three-pointers against the Lady Dons and hitting them. Now we'll go downstairs for the starting
between
lineups.
The Northern Kentucky Norse and our own IPFW Lady Dons. First, the starting lineup for the visiting Norse. At one guard, a 5'9" sophomore from Falmouth, Kentucky, number 15, Amy Moreland. At the other guard, a 5'9" senior from Chillicothe, Ohio, number 33, Lori McClellan. At a forward, a 5'10" junior from Fort Thomas, Kentucky, Number 31, Tammy Schlarman. At the other forward, a 5'9" junior from Middlesville, Georgia. Number 24, Danita Duncan. And at center, a 6'1" sophomore from Worthington, Ohio. Number 22, Rosie Rock. Head coach of the Norse is Nancy Winstall. And now our IPFW Lady Dons.
Just between you and me, Steve, look for Lindy Jones to come out fast.
At one guard, a 5'9" freshman from Decatur, Indiana, number 23, Lindy Jones.
There she is.
Right, she's first in the floor.
Sister
At
of
the
Kip
other guard,
Jones.
a 5'7" junior from Frankfort, Indiana, number 12, Amy Perkins.
Amy's a 5'7" junior playing
At
guard.
a forward, a 5'9" junior from Fort Wayne, Indiana, number 22, Dawn Dressler.
She played for the Trojans
At
here
the
in
center
Fort Wayne.
position, a
for the
5'11"
Elmhurst
junior
Trojans.
from Ottawa, Ohio, number 54, Kim Recker. And at the other forward, a 6' junior from Highland, Indiana, number 10, Michelle Conley.
You know, if you stand right next to Michelle, she doesn't really look 6 foot. She looks a little bigger.
Really?
Yes, that's true.
But she's one of the leading scorers for the Lady Dons this season, averaging just under 13 points a game. She and Kim Recker kind of neck and neck for the team scoring lead, with a couple other players right behind.
Steve, I didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Kleinfelder. Did you pick up any tendencies?
I didn't get that opportunity either. We're going to take a break right now. We'll be right back.
How can you find out when lightning may strike? And how do you count the fish in the sea? How can you tell if a child is growing normally, if baseball is getting better, or traffic is getting worse? How do you know about stock market trends, the risk of cholesterol, the history of witchcraft, or the future of spacecraft? With statistics, that's how. And how can you find out about statistics? With the new Statistics series.
Looks like we're going to take it.
Dawn Dressler picks up where she left off Wednesday when she was the Dandy Don player of the ball game for her effort in Wednesday night's ball game.
And the Conley, no good. They might have hurried that shot a little bit, Steve. Norseman looking for something inside. No soap over to the wing. Very aggressive at the get-go. Here's the steal. Oh, it looks like we're going to have a jump ball.
That should go to the Lady Dons.
It's going to go that way, the arrow pointing. I got the word early. We should keep an eye on Coach Kleinfelder. Someone gave me the scoop that she definitely runs the court from the bench.
Perkins takes it inside.
Yes, she does. She might have forced that one on the baseline, but it definitely fell. A little iron, draw some iron.
Well, we'll definitely need some guard scoring from the Lady Dons, because right now all the scoring is pretty much inside, and it would help the team a lot if the guards could get more active in the offense.
A little weak side help on that one. Trouble inside.
Perkins gets the rebound.
Amy Perkins, one of the smallest players on the floor, gathers in her second rebound.
Interesting matchup. McClellan, the leading scorer for Letty Norris, is guarding Lindy Jones. She got away from her that time. Record gets the rebound.
She had two ladies hanging on her, Steve, but she still had enough energy to pull that one back in. It's amazing when you watch women play and then watch guys how different the style is and yet how similar. Norsemen are trying to go off of it looks like posting with the double picks on both sides. There's the steal. Number 24, Danita Duncan loses the ball. There's There's the fake, and the shot is no good. Out of bounds. It's going to stay.
Amy might have been better advised just to bring that ball back. She had the taller Lori McClellan on her on that fast break, but the Lady Dons get the ball.
Steve, I think we've already set the pace early. It's going to be a rugged game. A lot of forcing the ball inside. Maybe that's with lack of confidence on the outside shooting.
That's the one thing they've been lacking so far this season.
Both teams appearing to work off the top. There's a three-point shot. It's not going to go. We've got a foul. It appeared to me that somebody cross-checked right into the wall. What did it look like to you?
Yeah, Moreland tried to slam Kim Recker down. McClellan takes that three-point shot. She takes the majority of three-point shots for Northern Kentucky. She's hit something like 12 of 34, and only one other player has taken 3 shots from the three-point circle.
Perkins to Jones to Dressler. Back to Perkins. 17 left in the first half. Lady Dons are up 4-0. A near walk. Perkins takes it herself over to the wing. Tries to get it inside. Norseman with the steal. Over to the wing to Duncan. Duncan looking. No, back to the top. They're going to set things up again. She's calling out some plays. Down with the pick. Shots up. It won't go. Inside Recker. She seems to be doing well inside on her own.
Lady Norse cold to start the ball game. Let's see if the Lady Dons can take advantage.
Perkins. Recker over to Jones. We're going to have a reaching in foul. A reaching in foul. I don't think we're going to go to the line.
Out of bounds, Lady Dons. First foul on the leading scorer for the Lady Norse. On Wednesday night's ball game, the Lady Dons fell behind early. Recker hits the outside.
Good 15-footer.
Fell behind early, crept back in the ball game, then fell behind, crept back in, then fell behind again, and then finally couldn't overcome the lead that Indianapolis had built up. It's important for IPFW to get a lead early here.
Real hard working going on site. Duncan's going to get hacked. She's fouled by Jones. I believe that's her first.
First team foul on the Lady Dons.
Duncan's going to go to the line. Do we have any stats on Danita Duncan as far as how well she does from the line, Steve?
Duncan is 15 of 35. Not a good free throw shooter.
No, she's not. You can tell from the aggressive style that she's probably a bit uncomfortable on the inside.
Exactly.
Well, the 3-6 Lady Dons are holding their own against the 7-0 North Kentucky Norsemen with 15:51 left in the first half. It's 6-0 still after 2 misses by Duncan. There's a steal. Duncan takes it, spins, and is hacked again mercilessly.
Dressler picks up that foul.
For the game comes Donnelly.
And that's Duncan. That was actually Jordan at the
That
line
was, yes,
before.
I'm
This is
sorry.
Duncan.
Stephanie Jordan, who snuck into the game unaware.
As we
Now
said,
at the line.
Duncan is 15 of 35 from the line.
Okay.
And that one's short.
Same result. Different person, same result. Norseman starting out 0 for 3 from the charity stripe. Score 6-0 still. Second shot, no good. Rebound. Lindy Jones takes it. Brings it down. Back down to the middle, looking. Trying to find Perkins. Having a little trouble. Watch the 5. Gets it away just in time. Perkins with the ball now. That was a heady play, Steve. She almost threw it a little too soon. Inside. Takes a long step.
Can't get the roll.
That looked a little bit like Paul Mikowski from the Detroit Pistons.
Now you're dating me.
Yes. Back in the late 70s, early 80s. Conley's going to go to the line, 6-foot junior. How's she for stats, Steve?
Michelle is 19 of 24. Good free
Not
throw
bad.
shooter.
She puts the Dons up 7-0 with 15:23 left in the first half. I just noticed the Lady Dons have 3 blonde-haired girls on the floor at the same time. Second shot's good.
Good again.
Norseman trying to hurry the ball. Dons back fast for defense. They're going to go to the wing again. Duncan takes it in and throws it. It won't go. Rucker with rebound. I believe that's her 4th or 5th rebound already. Perkins, the floor general, top of the key, looking.
A foul on Schlarman that time.
Dressler waiting for that pick to happen and the roll off. So far, Steve, I'm real impressed with the discipline and patience of the Lady Dons.
They work hard, especially
Yes, they
on
do.
defense.
Credit to coach.
Morningstar in the ballgame. That's Dana Morningstar. There's Morningstar sisters, and the Dons turn the ball over.
There's a steal. It looked like Rucker was triple teamed on that one. It might have been a poor play to pass into her. Might have been, was. They are just tossing it in every time.
Another bucket.
Amy
Won't
Moreland
go.
misses the baseline, rims back, and the Dons get it. Perkins down the middle, holds up over to the wing. Lindy Jones, she takes it herself. No good. Aggressive play. Saw some elbows swung that time, Steve.
I think Jones expected to get fouled in that play and did. Morningstar, another air ball. Not an air ball, but another brick. As the Lady Norse cannot find the bucket.
Lindy Jones with her 3rd rebound. She's staying a little bit tighter into the paint. Guards should do that. They're going to pick up some rebounds. We've got a jump ball. It's going to go to the Norsemen. That's our 2nd call, jump ball.
Just a tad careless on the ball handling there.
14:02 left in the first half. 8-0, Lady Dons. Norseman bringing it down, top of the key, over to the wing. We've seen this play before. Back to the top. They want that shot. Still looking inside. Shot's good.
That's McClellan, the leading scorer.
They opted to go back to the top because Rucker had her man positioned off. Looking across the middle. No, takes it herself. Jones to Perky.
Spacing seems off for the Lady Dons this series.
Inside to Conley. She goes the opposite. Oh.
13.
What do we have?
Steve, that was a good move. It's hard to teach young ball players to do that. If you got nothing, reverse it, go to the other side, even if it's a baseline. Nice move. I'm real impressed with Michelle Conley, the 6-foot junior.
Foul on the rebound. Lady Dons get the ball back, and they're real close to shooting some free throws here.
Yes, that was a non-shooting foul. They're going to take it down the bottom, inside. Back over to Perkins. She's going to jump, about 10-footer. No good. Rebound Norseman. That's a good move, even though it didn't fall. That's what you want to teach them. Take as far as you can until you're attacked. Norsemen just want to cram that ball into the middle.
Good step in by Recker. Nothing
Perkins,
there.
she's going to hold it up. They had a 2-3. 3 against 2, and decided to stop on that one. Norsemen are still in a man-to-man. Inside to Recker, over to Connolly. Perkins, Jones. Everyone's touching the ball tonight. Oh. You can't teach that, Steve. Dawn Dressler with a nice running layup off the glass. That was beautiful. I think it's time for the Norsemen to kind of readjust their offensive plan here. Lady Dons have pulled back on defense and won't allow that inside pass, which is exactly what the Norsemen want. They've lost 2 already on bad passes to the wing. Norseman, and here's the shot. That's Lori McClellan again. She has a nice touch, Steve. She's not going to average 18 for nothing.
Right now, the Lady Dons have Lindy Jones just hawking her all over the court, and it's hard for McClellan to get the ball right now. That time they set some screens for her, and she came out and got the ball and got the shot.
Brecker takes to the baseline, is stopped. Over to Conley, back to Perkins to Jones. Here's the shot. A nice move.
Conley will get the rebound foul that time.
That was a wonderful move. And if we were watching the men Mastodons, there might have been some rim shaking going on, Steve. That was a pretty move. She just threw it a little too hard, hit some iron. We got a timeout. It's going to go for the Lady Dons. Steve,
the College Cable Access Program Guide provides information about our programming, including IPFW sports telecasts. To receive your free Channel 6 program guide, send your name, address, and zip code to College Cable Access Center at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, 1499. Or you can call us at 481-6582.
Steve, do you have one of those?
No, I don't.
I do. Okay.
Okay.
I do. It's simple. It's simple. Can you give that address again once more?
Okay, at 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805, 1499.
From me to you, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Take your word for it.
Well, so far in the game, Steve, your assessment of the Lady Norsemen.
Well, they look like they're a veteran team. They're working the ball around, trying to get their shots. They haven't been getting the shots to fall, but they have got the shots they appear to want.
Steve, tell me this. You're the coach. You're the coach. You're at this this timeout break. What are you telling your team?
Just keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully those shots will fall.
You're liking that passing inside stuff?
Well, I'm sure they're working the ball inside, and they also love to kick it back out to McClellan for the three-point shot.
Yeah.
And right now, like Lindy Jones is all over her shirt and trying to keep her from getting the ball. And
Exactly.
that appears to be her job tonight, is to keep her bottled up inside, but to deny her the ball for the three.
That's true. Let's see if they do any adjustments.
Amy Hogan in the ball game now for the Lady Dons.
McClellan. Duncan. Oh, I saw some bumping around on that one. A little NFL.
Lindy Jones getting a rest right now as Amy Hogan's in for her. Amy, the lone senior on the team. We'll see what kind of defensive pressure she can apply to McClellan.
Inside. Oh, nice pass.
Feed. Oh, couldn't get the shot.
Should have fell. Dresser with a nice pass from the inside. Took it smoothly and just a bit too much. Yeah, I don't know, Steve, if you play, but if you got an open shot like that, you've got to just kiss it off the glass delicately. During a game, it's hard to think. You're going on reflexes. Duncan back to McClellan. No, that's not McClellan. Here's the shot. No good. It's going to go to the Lady Mastodons with 10:40 left in the first half. They're up 10-4.
Schlarman on the shot.
Well, if you're Coach Kleinfelder, you're feeling pretty good about the game so far.
Have to be.
McClellan hasn't lit anything up. She's probably 40 watt at most.
Nice roll by Conley.
Really nice. I wouldn't feel too comfortable. There's still plenty of time left. 10:19 left in the first half. Dons up 12-4, an 8-point lead. Duncan with the ball, goes baseline, takes herself, shots up. It won't go.
I was going to say there should be a foul on Amy Hogan there. She really hacked the arm of Schlarman.
Call the MASH unit in on that one, Steve.
As Duncan hit the deck.
He's trying to rub it off a little bit. There should have been a call. Maybe a makeup call after that shot. Going to the line is Tammy Schlarman.
She's a 78% free throw shooter.
5'10" junior from Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Went to Highlands High School, Steve. Here's the shot. It'll go. Nothing but net.
Her first point of the night.
That makes it 12-5. Don still up.
Well, the first half is gone, and the Lady Dons have made the Lady Norse work real hard in their offense and have not much to show for it.
Second shot's good. Draws them within 6. Into the game comes number 15, Amy Moreland. She'll administer some tenacious defense against Perkins. Comes across to the second line. Oh, almost threw the ball a little bit off her shoulder. Looking inside. Still nothing happening. What a record. Conley.
Lady Dons have been short on a lot of their shots tonight.
Yes, that was that might have been I'm going to get fouled. I might as well throw it up kind of a shot too. It went off Duncan's hand. We're going to stay on the white side. Number 44, Amy Hogan is going to toss it in. Gets it inside to Dressler. She takes it to the middle, inside to Conley. Turnaround shot. Hammered. You might as well buy a ladder on that one. She was climbing all up and down the tibula fibula bone right here, Steve.
Okay. Stephanie Jordan commits the foul.
Conley's going to the line, the 6-foot junior from Highland, Indiana.
2 for 2 tonight on the free throw line. A 79%.
You might have mentioned it earlier, but what is her shooting statistics again from the free throw line?
79%.
79%. She's playing a good game so far. Shots up.
Won't go. Yeah, we jinxed her. I did this all last year, too.
It doesn't matter if you're the NBA or junior varsity 9th grade. Anytime you talk about it, it's not going to happen. She gets a second one to fall, however, and puts the Dons up 13-6.
5 points for Michelle on the night. Nice defense by
Duncan,
Dressler.
That was a good move, but just didn't get enough. It looks like the only one with the green light to shoot outside is McClellan. Pass around till they get it into her hands inside to Duncan, who's the bulwark. Charles Barkley-like shot from inside. Beautiful move. Lowered the hip, put it against the glass. It fell.
Her first bucket of the evening.
Comes over to Hogan, looking inside.
It's been an inside-out offense here.
Yes, it is. They're all working on the right side as you look at it.
Sometimes it seems like the Lady Dons get too many people on one side of the court there. There were at least 4 of them over on that one side.
That's true, Steve. They want to use the pick, but I think that may be overdoing it just a little bit. To the line goes Dawn Dressler, the 5'9" junior.
74% shooter.
Shots up and good. Again, Dawn is averaging 11.3 a game. She's pulling down 8 rebounds. Second shot's good. Duncan throws it in for the Norseman. Down to the right side. They're going to press it. Into the middle. Perkins. Excuse me, Steve. Excuse me. Ow.
Well, I think
I felt like I was watching a Disney World right there as Perkins climbed aboard.
I think she got shoved by Duncan onto the back of the ball handler for the Lady Norris. I believe that's why the traveling.
Okay, is that what you saw?
That's what I saw.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't think Amy's just going to lean on someone like that.
Well, I'm saying that about every 4 or 5 minutes you're going to have a questionable call. That might have been the one. Don still looking.
Amy's going to get the foul with the back.
There's a good clinic being put on right now as far as positioning yourself inside. Norseman putting it on for the Lady Dons. They had Amy all blocked out. She still went up. You're going to get a call on that just about every time.
Unless you're so tall, you can just really outreach the other person. But most
she's
often,
not. She's
you're going to
5'10".
get contact.
Yep. Duncan gets it stripped.
Get the ball to Perkins.
Here it comes. We're going to
Had to get the ball to Perkins on that one.
Exactly right. For you folks playing at home, you younger players, you always want to get the ball, especially if you got a lot of green to work with. Get it to a guard and take off and fill the wing. Classic case right there of
Amy
a
could
forward
have
with
fed her the
stars in
ball.
her eyes. You could almost call that one.
Hogan on McClellan there.
At the top of the key. Over to Moreland. back to the top, looking for Duncan inside. She's being guarded pretty good. Here's McClellan, shots up. It won't go.
Good defense, good rebounding.
Perkins with the ball. So far, Lady Dons have impressed with their ability to get the ball off the rim, Steve. Those are the tough rebounds on the defensive side. Good shot. A shot by Kim Recker.
6 for Recker. They got good rebounders with Recker and Conley, and also Dressler. And the Lady Dons box out pretty well, as Amy Perkins came up with a few boards last game and also already in this ball game.
Shot's no good. Inside Duncan takes it right back up.
There was a missed clock out.
She is the baby bull. How many is that for Duncan, Steve? Do you have any stats?
She's got 4.
4. It looks like she's been all over the place.
Well, we mentioned earlier the way that the Lady Norse were working for their shot. They were just patient in their offense. They were getting the shots. They just weren't going in. Now they're starting to go in.
Yes, that's true. That's true. With 6:30 left in the first half, 17-10, Dons up by 7. Norsemen just a little bit more patient. They want to get it inside, don't they, Steve? They want to look to Duncan. If not her, take that little 15-footer, and it won't go.
Rebound foul on Schwarman.
That was some good pressure off the ball. They covered both sides. If you're watching that, Steve, had ladies on both sides of the rim just in case it was short or long. That's good. That's real good. Well coached.
Well, the first option's McClellan, or they look inside to Danita Duncan, and Morningstar or Moorhead or Schlarman can take that little shot in the lane.
I'm impressed with Danita Duncan, the 5'9" junior for the Norsemen. She has what they call active legs. She seems to enjoy the contact. So far, I think she's one of their better players.
Kim Recker hits the first free throw and the second.
We've got some new people coming into the game.
Conley and Hogan come out, and Lindy Jones is back in along with
Jenny Newhart. She's from Harlan, Indiana. 6'1" freshman.
And she's been scoring over 10 points a game in the last 5 ball games for the Lady Dons.
Playing well. Usually you'll get that in a freshman after the turn of the semester. They start getting a little bit more confident. A near miscue.
Staley for Lady Norse.
Oh my. Again, almost lost the ball. They're just a little bit unsure trying to get that ball inside.
Nice tap by Recker over to Dressler.
Was. Perkins controls, takes it to the top of the key. Looking, waiting, looking. There's the pick. Jones with the ball. There's the pick again. I believe this is called the Cincinnati offense, famed back with Oscar Robinson.
Newhart on the foul, reaching in.
Steve, for the Norsemen, what's the scoop on number 30? Jana Staley.
She doesn't play that much. She's 7 of 14 from the free throw line, 6 of 20 from the field so far this young season.
She seems to be, in the little time that she's had, very active, very quick off the ball. Enjoys the contact. She has it now inside to Duncan. Duncan again. Shots up. Draws nothing. Good block off by Perkins. Oh, real nice. Real nice.
Moorhead about 3 inches taller than she is.
Perkins will be back next year for the Lady Dons. Only a junior. They look inside. Inside. I say inside. She's still about 15 feet away. Behind the back. Oh, my. That's going to be the foul before the shot, I believe, Steve.
Jordan on the foul. Got her on the body before Newhart went up for the shot, but they'll be 1-1 here.
They're going to give it to her. 1-1. We're in the bonus.
That's 3 fouls on Jordan, too.
6'1" freshman. It will go. Yes, it will go. From Harlan, played for the Woodland Warriors.
Ladies, 1.
See, there's less than 5 minutes left in the game. Norsemen are down by 11, 21-10. And we're from Indiana, so we follow Bobby Knight closely, and he says the last 5 minutes of the first half as well as the first 5 minutes are critical. What should we look for here?
Well, as far as the Lady Dons doing what they have been doing, keeping McClellan off the ball. We want to see a little less of that. The bad block.
That could have been a pass or an air ball, however you want to view it.
I missed who got that shot.
Number 31, I believe. There's a steal by the Norseman. McClellan with the ball down to Duncan. She's going to take it from the left side. No. Yes. And the shot is no good.
Charge. Good
Oh my.
defensive positioning by Dawn Dressler.
Is that what you saw?
That's what I saw.
Oh
She got
my.
her feet set.
That one, I'm not too sure about that one. Duncan made a good move to the middle, then reversed to go to her left.
But she stopped and leaned in. That's, I think, why Dressler got the call.
We don't have the capability of showing that again, do we, Steve?
I don't think so.
Slow-mo. I would have liked to have seen that one. I'm real impressed with number 24 for the Norsemen, Janita Duncan. Look for a big second half from her as she sits on the pine. Perkins throwing the ball inside. Top of the key again.
Newhart stripped. And Lindy Jones comes out with it. The Lady Norse played tough, scrappy defense.
Found a record. Trying to force it inside. We got another call.
Too scrappy in the defense there. And that's Rhea Schlarman.
It's going to go against the Norsemen. And to the line goes Dawn Dressler. Has she shot in yet, Steve?
Dawn is 2 of 2 from the line.
2 for 2. 2 for 2.
Matching her uniform.
Chance to put the Lady Dons up by 10 with 3:34 left in the first half. Shot's up and good. Good concentration as you see on her face.
Release now, ladies. 1.
Here's the second. Not going to go. Rims out. McClellan brings it down for the Norsemen.
Subs in.
That's out off of one of the Lady Dons' foot.
Kanemi Hogan in for Dawn Dressler now, giving her a rest. And Conley back in.
Steve, I'm a little surprised that the Norsemen haven't been just a tad more aggressive, especially on the defensive pressure. McClellan forces it, gets some rim, comes back to her. She gets her own rebound, sticks it in. Beautiful. Nice active player. That's why she leads the Norsemen in points. Perkins barking out the instructions, takes it to the left side, looking inside. Won't go. Almost a 5-second call, but just in time to Conley. Back to Perkins. She's going to start it back up again. There's the low pick. Looking over to Perkins. A near steal. They've got 2 seconds left in the shot clock and drains it. She drains it. Hello, she drains it with 2 seconds left. Nice heads-up play. The crowd started counting them down. I think she heard that, Steve, and bombed it away.
Like Matt Nover in the Indiana Notre Dame ball game.
Exactly.
McClellan dishes off.
You got to watch that, Steve. You just got to watch it when McClellan takes it to the middle. She's looking for the shot, double teamed, but then we leave a layup. We're lucky that we got back in time to hack her.
Rosie Rock in the ball game. She'll be at the line. She's a 6'1" sophomore.
She's a big girl, and she's going to have a chance to put the Norsemen within 9 with 2:23 left in the first half. Rosie Rock from Worthington, Ohio. Second shot of fall, exact same double bounce.
This is her first appearance of the season.
Lady Dons up by 8. Perkins inside, looking, Jones. top the key. Here's the shot. It's not going to go by Conley. Norseman, heady, quick, down. Oh my, might have missed a call on that one. They're looking inside again. McClellan wants it. Top the key, they're going to work it again. Amy Moreland back. McClellan, Rosie Rock with the mishandle. What a name. Perkins gets the ball. She's going to bring it down. 1:39 left in the first half. Perkins goes to her right. Looks inside. It's a kick. They're looking for Hogan to come a little bit quicker off that pick to get to the wing. The one thing we haven't seen yet, Steve, is Perkins dropping it to the wing and then cutting off that pick down the middle. She seems to go, oh my. She goes to the pass. Perkins capable with either hand, tries to get it inside. There's the nice pass. Shot is good. That's a classic play. Roll off the pass. You get double teamed in a nice baseline 15-footer. It goes.
Dressler's first bucket of the evening. She's got 5 on the night. There's McClellan
from Staley. Shots up. It won't go. Perkins reaches and grabs it. Is forced out of bounds. Oh my. Oh my. We saw force, and the ref saw stepping on the line. That's the way it goes. McClellan's going to throw it in to Staley.
Under a minute.
Top the key to Moreland. Looking to the right side, down to McClellan. She wants it back to Moreland. Here's the walk. If you blink your eye for just a second, you wouldn't have caught that. Very quick first step from Amy Moreland.
And Danita Duncan back in.
51 seconds left in the first half. Don's up by 10, 26-16. We've got a replay on that. Let's see. Here it is.
Yep. Just didn't get the ball down quick enough.
That's probably because of why, Steve. She's in a hurry. She sees the defensive player coming right at her. Duncan with the rebound, right into the game, into the action. Down low to McClellan. She takes it. No, backs out. Back to Duncan. Duncan's got a 15-footer. She doesn't go for it. Throws it up from about 4.
Rebound, no shot. 54.
Probably record foul, I believe, over the back on the rebound.
I'm liking this Danita Duncan, Steve. She is an active player. Takes what you give her. Let's take a look at this. Watch this. McClellan takes it down. Doesn't want it. Goes back to Duncan, who doesn't want the shot, but dips it inside. Beautiful.
And then there's Recker over the back. Rock at the line.
Good play. What year is this Duncan girl? She's a junior. She'll be back next year. Look for big things from her. Very similar to Charles Barkley. Kind of a small forward with a lot of power.
One.
Rosie Rock at the line. Second shot, it won't go. Duncan with the rebound. Shots up off the glass, no good. We may have it over the back. Yes, we do. Duncan. How many's that on her, Steve?
Should be Duncan's second foul.
That's her second foul. Not what you want to do when she's sent in with less than a minute to pick up another foul.
It's her second foul.
Coach Winstall talking it over with Duncan on the side.
Conley at the line, 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. 5 points on the evening.
Chance to put the Dons up by 10. It will go. It does drop. 27-17 with 21 seconds left in the first half. A couple things you don't want to do right now, Steve. What is that?
You want to give up a quick basket here.
Exactly. You don't want to get anybody in foul trouble. You want to keep that now 11-point lead. We're kind of showing our hand a little bit, but that's exactly what you want to do if you're Lady Don. Duncan top the key. Over to McClellan to the left side. Looking, no, takes it herself to the baseline. Shots up, it will not go. Inside Duncan, throws it, and that's the half. Oh my. Duncan kind of slaps down her hands in
Duncan
disgust.
lost it going up.
Exactly. As long as a Lady Don does not jump, you cannot call anything. Good defensive pressure. Well, Steve, that's the end of the first half. Score is 28-17. While we've got a few seconds here, your impressions of the first?
Well, the Lady Dons came out, played really strong defense. In fact, they played good, strong defense the whole half. And early in the half, the Lady Norse couldn't get their shots to fall. And the Lady Dons stayed with their offense and got some good production and an 11-point lead.
Well, that's the end of the first half. Thank you, Steve. It's 28-17. The Lady Dons with 11-point lead. We'll be back in just a little bit.
Where do you turn to find help for an elderly person you love? Call the Elder Care Locator at 1-800-677-1116.
There is a need in your own hometown. Please join your local chapter.
For over 2 millennia, Western society has generated a rich visual tradition of painting, sculpture, and architecture. What do these images mean? How can we understand them? Art of the Western world will take you on an exciting journey that will suggest answers to these and other questions. Beginning in ancient Greece and ending on the brink of the future, it will examine many of mankind's most enduring artistic achievements.
Communication, a fundamental basic to all human existence. It's a powerful interactive force. It can be a joyful sharing or exchanging of ideas. Seek a result. No one is safe from a communication disorder. Speech, language, hearing disorders can occur in any age, gender, race, or socioeconomic group. Speech, language, hearing disorders may occur because of birth defects, cleft palate, cerebral palsy, mental retardation, deafness, developmental delay, learning disabilities, mental retardation, poor language models, disease, chronic allergy or colds, cancer, stroke, Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, trauma and aging, head injury, voice abuse, yelling, noise pollution, birth defects, developmental delay, disease, trauma, and aging may result in communication breakdown with delayed language, stuttering, hearing loss, misarticulations, voice disorders, aphasia. For the 1 of 10 persons in our country who have communication disorders, there is hope. Communication can be improved through speech-language therapy and hearing rehabilitation. Communication is a fundamental right. No one should be denied the use of the right to communicate. Jay was always a hard-working business professional, top in his division. His wife Lois had just been offered a partnership in the agency. They were very happy and success was at their doorstep. But the accident changed all that. Brain injury left Jay unable to communicate. He could understand what was said to him, but he couldn't tell others what he wanted. The neurologist told Lois to expect difficulty in communicating with her husband, but she felt totally cut off from him. Their lives were disrupted. Nothing was right, and for the first time they were afraid. Their physician referred them to the speech-language pathologist at the hospital. After testing to determine his strengths and weaknesses, the clinician structured a rehabilitation program specifically for Jay. The speech-language pathologist showed Lois techniques to help improve their interpersonal communication. With speech and language therapy, Jay improved in his ability to communicate. Hard work, a lot of effort and time were necessary, but Jay began to interact. With family support and speech-language therapy, Jay is regaining his right to communicate. Jenny doesn't understand what Richie is saying. His voice sounds muffled to her, and she doesn't understand that waiting will result in her having the next turn. Richie doesn't understand exactly what Jenny is saying. Her voice sounds funny. She is still in the process of developing clear speech due to her hearing loss. When Jenny was a baby, her parents noticed that she was not responding to noises. They were afraid she couldn't hear. Her parents consulted their physician and were referred to an audiologist at the local speech and hearing center. The audiologist was able to determine that Jenny had a hearing loss. She was fitted with hearing aids so she could hear the sounds around her. Currently, Jenny is seen regularly by the audiologist for follow-up testing to make sure her hearing aid is working properly. In addition, she participates in speech-language therapy. Early identification of hearing loss is critical to developing good speech and language, and Jenny, with the use of a hearing aid and regular therapy, has an excellent chance to communicate effectively. When Bobby was in the 2nd grade, his speech was so disfluent he could not express himself easily. It seemed to his parents that Bobby was starting to avoid talking to people, even family and close friends. No one else in the family stuttered, and his parents hoped he would still outgrow his speech problem. While in school, Bobby's classroom teacher noticed his disfluency and referred him to the school's speech-language pathologist. The pathologist also talked with Bobby's parents. She helped them better understand Bobby's stuttering and suggested ways to help him communicate more easily. Currently, Bobby is enrolled in the speech therapy program at his school. He is one of the many children with various communication problems who receive therapy for speech, language, and hearing disorders. There is improvement in Bobby's speech. At last, he is beginning to know the joy of communicating. Mrs. Stewart needed directions to the meeting room. It was noisy and she really couldn't understand. Instead of asking the receptionist to repeat the directions, Mrs. Stewart went on her way searching for the meeting room. It was embarrassing that she could not clearly hear the directions, but she did wish people wouldn't mutter. Actually, Mrs. Stewart has a hearing loss that has been gradually getting worse during the last few years. Often, the person with a progressive hearing loss is unaware that messages are not spoken clearly. After experiencing a number of similar incidents, Mrs. Stewart took advantage of the free community hearing screening, and it was confirmed that she had a hearing loss. She was evaluated by an audiologist and fitted with a hearing aid. There was a period of adjustment. After all, she was hearing sounds that she had not heard for a long time. She began to understand speech better than before because of her hearing aid. There was an improvement in the quality of her life, and she began to interact with others. Regular visits to the audiologist to check her hearing aid will help ensure continued success in hearing others. Communication is an important basic right, yet you or a member of your family may be deprived of that right because of speech, language, or hearing disorders. Early detection of such difficulties is vital to a proper program of rehabilitation. Evaluations of speech, language, and hearing problems combined with properly planned therapy are available to you and those you love. For school-age children, contact the speech-language pathologist in your area school. For non-school-age children and for adults, help is available through rehabilitation centers, hospitals, community clinics, private practitioners, or university speech and hearing centers. Don't delay. Seek help now because communication is your right. Break down the barriers that keep you from leading a fuller life. Speech is worth hearing.
Carol.
Tom.
Some people still don't realize how space technology benefits everyone.
Well, you've played a detective. Why don't you give him a clue and I'll be your helper?
Okay, partner. Look at this.
Without warning, hurricanes can take a huge toll in lives and property.
But with space satellites, we now have ample warnings.
And thousands of lives have been saved.
Hey, Carol, we're a great team.
We're a great item.
Space technology.
This is what's in it for you.
Mental illness. We fear it. We laugh at it.
This guy's lost his
We
mind.
scorn it.
Look at his wig.
We think it's shameful. But these are misunderstandings. Misunderstandings that will fade away if we see mental illness for what it really is. A medical disease. A disease that can be treated if you just know where to turn. For an informative booklet, call the American Mental Health Fund.
We're back here at halftime. IPFW leads Northern Kentucky 28-17. Tim, we've got the first half stats, and it's a good defensive struggle as both teams are shooting horribly from the floor. The Lady Dons are shooting 35%, 8 of 23, but the Lady Norse are only hitting 21%, 6 of 29.
You know, Steve, if I was to guess, I would have guessed something like that. It's the sign of a good team when you can come in on a cold winter's night away from your own stadium and play well. And I'm just a little disappointed with the Norsemen, the Lady Norsemen, and how well they've adjusted. It doesn't seem to appear to me that maybe they forgot about coming in a little early and shooting around. Were they here early?
Not that I know of.
I don't think they were. They were probably down at Taco Bell getting a little pregame carbohydrate intake.
Either that or the Lady Dons put a lid on the basket there at pregame warm-ups.
Okay. They've had to battle the defense, and I'll give it to them there. Both sides playing really good defense. That could be another reason why the shooting percentage is so low. My guess is also that maybe the Norsemen have tried a plan that wouldn't work, and it took them a little longer to adjust than what they should have had. They kept forcing it inside. It wouldn't go. Duncan and McClellan, the only two cogs in the offensive machine. I've yet to see very much alteration from that. And if Duncan doesn't have it, she's going to force it. McClellan, she's going to try and do something with it too. It's just not working. That's why they're down by 11.
Well, one good thing that's happened for the Lady Dons and is we mentioned Lori McClellan, their leading scorer, is a prolific three-point shooter. She shoots most, if not all, the three-point shots for the Lady Norse. And between Amy Hogan and Lindy Jones, both players have been assigned to McClellan and pretty much kept her away from the ball out at the three-point circle, or at least exerted pressure on her so she couldn't get off the shot. So most of their offense was going inside. And early in the ball game, those shots were just not falling. And the Lady Dons jumped off to that 8-0 lead.
That's a good point, Steve. The quickness and long arms of the Lady Dons will carry them. Now they've got another half left. You're the coach. What do you tell your team?
Well, based on the results of the first half, they just have to keep working the defense, keep getting the ball inside to Michelle Conley and to Kim Recker, and work the ball so that Dawn Dressler can get loose. Dawn had 7 points. Michelle Conley had 7, and Kim Recker is the leading scorer with 8 points in the first half. And for the Lady Norse, fairly even. McClellan got 6 points. Danita Duncan got only 4 points out of all that she did inside, only 2 baskets to show, and Tammy Schlereth a couple buckets. So the defense inside for the Lady Dons has been excellent tonight. And they have to keep it up for 20 more minutes.
Be honest with me though, Steve, if we had to guess whose record was 7-0 and whose was 3-6, wouldn't you go the other direction?
You'd think the Lady Dons are playing like a 7-0 ball
they
club
sure
tonight.
are. Well, Perkins takes it, top of the key, looking inside. We've already got a whistle on a foul, number 13. That'll be
Schlarman's
against
fourth.
Who is that?
That's looks like to be Schlarman. Oh, I'm sorry.
Angel Donnelly.
I got the numbers mixed up there. Donnelly, her 3rd foul.
Perkins looking. The Dressler inside. Here's the 16-footer, no good. Duncan with the board. Do we have any stats on how many boards she's got? She is aggressive. Norseman right back in the middle. 12-footer shots up, no good.
Everybody's shot is short tonight.
Conley with the rebound. Dishes it off to Perkins, who takes it across to his second line, looking inside. I'm impressed with Perkins' floor generalship as well as her ball handling skills. Nice move inside by Conley, but it just didn't happen.
Oh, there's going to be a foul on Michelle Conley.
Yes. She was reaching for the ball, couldn't get to it, and just pushed. And can't blame her. You get into that position in the heat of the moment, you're looking for something to happen. You're gonna reach for anything, Steve.
Second foul for Conley on the night.
Norseman still down by 11. We've got a minute that's slipped away. Shots up, top of the key, it won't go. Inside.
Recker came away with that loose ball.
She did.
Maintained
Stripped it
her
right
position.
from Duncan's hands. Perkins by herself on the right side, backs it back out, top of the key, looking over. Here's the almost a shot, back inside to Conley. Loses the handle.
Both teams get back on defense pretty well.
Oh my.
Over the back, Dressler.
That was a good move by Lindy Jones, but threw it in the wrong sector of the backboard. Came off the right side, and Dressler was in the air and just couldn't control herself.
Dressler's second foul.
You know, Steve, when I was back in high school, it was the early 70s. Here, let's take a look at this. Here's the shot. It won't go. If you could see that, Dressler just went up into the air and couldn't control herself as she was lunging in.
McClellan the basket.
Thanks to our technical crew tonight for that quick replay. Doing a fine job in the booth.
Like the Norse are picking up their defense a little higher this start of the second half.
Dressler got caught in a corner there, Steve, and maybe lost control of it. And it's a birthday present to give it back to us, I think. May have rolled off her foot. Top the key to Jones. Over to Perkins on the right side, looking inside. She waits. Pass Conley. Conley inside, back to the top. Jones to Perkins. Here's the 17-footer. It's up. It won't go. Duncan again with the rebound. She is alive on the inside. She takes it herself, looks down a couple of times, decides to go through the middle, shots up. No one stops her. Conley with the board. We're just lucky that one didn't fall.
Yeah. She looked like she wanted to go all the way the whole time down the court there, and no one stepped in the middle to keep her from penetrating.
Right. Had it been a guy's game, we would have had some rim shattering. Perkins takes it. Nice move. Nice move.
Nice shot.
Can we get another shot of that? That was beautiful. Watch which hand she switches from. Let's see if we can get that on replay. She's gonna, here it is. Take a look at this, Steve.
And you'll see number 15, Moorhead, Fowler.
Rebound, Duncan. We're gonna see Duncan take it all the way. She comes
See,
down.
she's looking to go all the way around Michelle right there.
Beautiful move. Just doesn't happen to fall. Conley with the rebound over to Perkins.
Meanwhile, Perkins hits the three-point or the shot to make it a three-point play for the Lady Dons.
You didn't get a chance to see Perkins on that replay with the drive, but she took the ball from her right to her left, back to her right for the kiss off the glass. Nice execution. McClellan's shot will fall from about 16. She's all they've got happening from the outside, Steve. Perkins across the 10-second line, looking to set it up, and does. Here's Steele. Inside the Dresser, who gets past. Oh, nice.
Should have been fouled. And Duncan objects to the call.
Dresser got loose. Went for the opt to roll. She did. Got the pass. Threw it up a little hard, knowing she was going to get fouled, and she did, in fact, get fouled by Duncan. Let's take a look at that again. We've got a shot here of Perkins bringing the ball down. Near Steele, passes it inside to Dresser. Watch this. You didn't get a good shot at it, but she knew she was going to get fouled. She had a person on the front and side of her. Nice position and good care of the ball, Steve. We're going to have a timeout, though, with the Norsemen. With 16:55 left in the second half, the entire game, the Lady Dons up by 10, 31-21. Steve, I'm a little bit nervous at this point of the game, knowing the Lady Dons are up by 10. You tell me, what's the history on closing the game? Do the Dons do well?
Well, so far this season, they've been outscored by their opposition in the second half. That's why it's a real good thing and probably a change than the way things have gone so far earlier in the season, that the Lady Dons got a margin to work with in the first half, because due to their depleted strength in terms of number of players on the bench and the fact that pretty much right now about 7 players rotate in and out only for the Lady Dons, the fatigue of the end of the ball game can sometimes show on them. So they've got they had their high point of the game just a second ago at 12 points. So if they can work within their offense and play good, strong half-court defense and not worry about having to play full court or half court or three-quarter court, they should have enough energy in them to continue to play well and keep the lead to win this ball game.
Good point, Steven. If you're Coach Kleinfelder, you're telling your team, hey, let's keep the ball in the guard's hands. Let's control that ball. The veterans, they're placing 4 juniors and a freshman onto the floor. I think I still have enough confidence with Lindy Jones, though, with the ball. She's done well. I don't think she's had any turnovers. It looks good. 10-point lead.
Dresser's got one more shot here in her 2-shot attempt.
It'll go. It'll go. It'll fall. It's good. Norseman down quick. They want to get McClellan the ball. She takes it and dips it inside to teammate, and the Lady Dons snag the Karoom.
If every ball that had gone in the basket and then come back out had counted for the Lady Dons,
it'd be a different game.
Different game.
Here's the.
Hit by you, stay there.
That was
an alley oops.
Yeah, I think you'll see that down at the Y maybe. That's not going to happen here.
It was well defended by the Lady Norse.
Lindy Jones top to Perkins. She should have taken it and didn't. Looking inside. Over to Dressler. Inside to Conley. Conley shot up.
And she draws the foul.
From behind. Hacked from behind. That's key.
That's
key.
4 on Jordan, I believe.
When you're 2 feet from the basket and you get hacked from behind and you're almost 6 foot, hey, tells me the lady's moving.
Yep.
She had a quick move. She feinted left and rolled right, and almost could have slam dunked that one, Steve. She's at the line for 2. Dons up by 12. 33-21 with 16:24 left in the game.
Michelle now 6 of 7 from the stripe, going for her 9th point.
Good look at the 6-foot junior. Second shot's good. An impressive outing so far. Let's don't jinx it, but so far the Dons have dominated the game. Rebound inside, almost a walk. Moreland takes it, no good.
Good tap out by Dressler.
Oh! Steve, what'd you see on that
I
one?
saw Dawn Dressler tap that ball out of there. Good play on her part, but I don't think even she thought that the Lady Dons would get the ball back.
That's exactly right. A half-hearted run to the side there while the ball hit the line for the Dons.
At the very end, you have to go, oh yeah, off them.
Jones to Dressler to Perkins. Looking inside, no. Back to Jones. She wants to get it, but she's managing well. Takes the baseline shot out. Shades of Kip Jones. She draws the foul. One of the things her brother was good at Purdue.
But not hitting the foul shot.
That's true, too.
Lindy's a little better at that.
What's her percentage, Steve?
Lindy Jones, she is 58%. Maybe she's like her brother.
Shot's good. Puts the Dons up by 14, 35-21 with 15:51 left in the game. If you're Coach Kleinfelder, you're loving this, and you're just wondering when you're going to start your substitution. Rebound by Recker. Maybe force that one a little bit, Steve. I might have wanted to dish out, start it all over,
yeah,
take some time off the clock.
But Kim's a good scorer, and she was down low, so take a shot.
By McClellan, no good. Just not falling. I think she's used to having it happen.
Schlarman finally gets one to drop.
You know, maybe it's too early to say, but my vote for best player MVP so far has been Amy Perkins. The way she's brought the ball down under pressure and distributed it nicely. And if the Norsemen win, I'm going with Duncan. We've just got the word from the booth that we're all in consensus. Amy Perkins so far playing one whale of a game. Shots up by McClellan. That one is that good for three?
That was a three.
She's going for the tank of gasoline on that one. And that pulls the Norsemen within 9, 35-26.
That's one thing the Lady Dons have to be careful of is they've bottled her up for the most part. They need to make sure that she doesn't get on a roll.
Steve, there's a timeout on the floor, and a well-placed one as well as well-timed.
We at IPFW are pleased to be able to bring you cable casts of NCAA athletic competition. We hope you've enjoyed the show and the excitement of intercollegiate sports from IPFW. To provide such programs, we need your support. With the help of many volunteers, we are able to produce these programs at a relatively low cost. Your contribution will help defray the production costs not covered by the Channel 6 budget. The College Cable Access Center invites you to invest in quality college programming by sending your contribution to
College Cable Access Center at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805-1499. That is College Cable Access Center at IPFW, 2101 Coliseum Boulevard East, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46805-1499. There you have it.
Please make your check out to the Indiana Purdue Foundation at Fort Wayne and designate it for College Cable Access Athletics.
Steve, the last minute of the game, once we dipped under the 15-minute mark, some strange things have taken place, my friend. It appears that the Norsemen have got a head of steam under them and are running the tracks as maybe they thought they could in the first half. McClellan knocks down that three, pulls them within double figures. They're only down by 9. There's plenty of time. What are you thinking?
Well, this is a 7-0 ball club, so they've got a lot of confidence, and they've probably been behind before and know that they can come back. Whereas the Lady Dons, as of yet, have yet to show a real explosive offense this season.
Shots up by Jones, maybe not well advised. There's a miscue by Dressler.
That should be Dawn's third foul. So here are a couple things going the Northern Kentucky way. We have McClellan finally hitting a three-point shot. The Lady Dons starting to rush their offense maybe a little bit. They've had a couple of rebounds down low that they just put back up as opposed to bringing them back out to reset the offense. So that was an important timeout for the Lady Dons, and then their first possession, they didn't really probably do what Coach Kleinfelder wanted, I don't think.
Mark my words, Steve. Look for Duncan and McClellan to get hot. McClellan with the ball. Dishes it in, back to the wing, back inside. Off the foot of Amy Perkins, she controls. Heads up play by the junior guard for the Lady Dons, Amy Perkins.
One thing McClellan has been doing in this game is with the defense being played on her, she's been looking to pass the ball to the open player, and they have yet to deliver. She may be taking it on herself the rest of this half.
Lady Dons passing around. Almost every player touched the ball that transaction. And we've got a foul.
Should be on Donnelly. Nope. Moreland.
Number 15, Amy Moreland, the 5'9" sophomore for the Norsemen.
Donnelly
with
comes
the
out.
hack.
Rock comes in.
Rosie Rock into the game. Perkins, top of the key. Looking for something. Nothing's happening. Over to Donnelly. Takes it herself to the baseline. Reverses. A steal by McClellan. Down to Duncan. It's Slam City time. Watch this. Oh my.
Nice defense by Lindy Jones. She got a hand on the ball, but the Lady Dons, they cannot.
You're not going to see that much. You're not going to see that happen much. Duncan with the miscue on the layup, then snags the rebound, misses the 2-footer, and gets hacked. That, my friend, was some very aggressive defense. You think it was Lindy Jones? Did you see that?
Lindy Jones got a hand on the ball. That prevented the layup,
right.
but the Lady Dons couldn't control the rebound. And
heads up play though by Lindy Jones.
Showed good speed getting down court. That's
Moreland over to Duncan. Duncan loses it. Yes,
and just dribbled it off.
Yes, she did, Steve. We saw it. We had a good shot of it from here. I think she wanted that power move again and just was denied.
A lot of action for Duncan down court and no points to show for it for the Lady Norse.
Coach Winslow takes out Duncan. I think she's got a few things she wants to explain to her
and
about
here comes
dribbling.
full court pressure.
Perkins handles it nicely. 3/4 of the court across to the second line. Looking. Jones with the ball. Takes it herself to the left side. Back to the middle. Over to Donnelly. Perkins. Jones inside to Recker. Shot is up and good. That was nice. Real nice body control. Real nice.
10 points for Recker.
Exactly as it should be done. Moreland top the key.
I've seen very few full court presses that don't result in a good half court offensive set for the other team if you can't get the steal.
Yes. Moreland buries the 11-footer.
That's her first bucket.
37-28 is the score with a little over 12 left to play in the game. Perkins to Dressler. Really high up. Jones. She wanted it, but still. Oh, easy. It's
nice.
Good. Nice. Steve, I might have dropped that one off even further for the layup, but Dressler put it in.
More recognition by her. And a steal.
Off. Here's Perkins.
I'll bring this back out. Nope, she's going to take it in. Oh, she gets the foul.
Real nice. I think she saw the help coming from the right side. It was a 3-on-2 fast break. That's what you run in practices constantly. She decided to take it herself. That was a good move. Here's Amy Perkins again at the free throw line. Check this out. She looks once, then twice, decides to go with it, knowing that it's 3-on-2. Heads up play from the junior guard.
I thought that Moorhead was going to get back quicker, but Amy saw the lane, took it, got the shot, the foul, and she can give
Steve,
us a
she's got legs.
lead. Yeah,
she's quick. She's got some skates on her. Shot's good.
Nice three-point play.
Well, some amazing things have happened in the last minute to 2 minutes, Steve. The Lady Dons have taken a 14-point lead, 42-28.
That's their biggest lead of the game.
Yes, in fact, it is. And I'm not quite sure what to attribute that to.
Well, for one, a good tenacious defense on Danita Duncan down low that prevented any kind of points in that turnover a while back.
You say tenacious. And can you define that for us, Steve? Tenacious defense.
Not giving up.
Means that if you don't play hard, you're on the bench, pal. Okay? Tenacious, either play or sit down. You're no good. Back to the game comes Duncan.
Jenny Newhart came in and picked up a foul real quickly as Donnelly got the shot.
At the line is Donnelly. She
Three-point
finishes
play.
it off. Pulls the Norseman within 11. Perkins with the ball, being applied pressure by Moreland. Decides to keep it, takes it across the 10-second line, holds on to it, needs some help, gets it from Dressler. This is where you just need to calm yourself and not make mistakes just like that, Steve. Conley with the ball about 15, 14 feet away. Solid, her man was playing a little bit off and decided to pick up some traveler music.
Coach Kleinfelder, I think, just took Kim Rucker out just for a quick breather, brought Newhart in, and then took her back out.
Moreland shot up. It's good. Somebody built a campfire under her. She's going to start taking some shots. It's the do or die time with a little over 10 left.
15 from McClellan now.
42-33. Dons up by 9. Cooler heads must prevail. Bad pass. Duncan with the ball. She's not an efficient dribbler, but over to McClellan, whose shot is no good. Inside, Moreland with the rebound.
Nice takeaway by Kim Recker. Now there's where height advantage, you can rebound over someone's back.
Yes, indeed, my friend, and that's exactly what she did do. That was really nice. You pit a forward versus a guard inside anytime, the forward is going to win. Nice turnaround shot, a little hard. Norseman with the ball over to Moreland. Here's the long pass deep to McClellan. Takes one dribble, fakes, and up with it. Good. It's good. We got a timeout with 10-10 left in the game. 42-35. It just switches back and forth, back and forth. 42-35 within the last 1 minute to 2 minutes. The Lady Dons have lost their 14-point lead. It is now only 7. Steve, what do you tell your team? You're in the critical part of the game. You've just given up 7 points. You've only have a 7-point lead. Now, what are you telling your team?
Well, the things that have happened included they've made some careless passes on offense, and Michelle Conley was called for traveling when she just lost concentration a little bit ago. And in the transition, the Lady Don defense is not getting back in time, and McClellan's getting hot. And so the Lady Norse are getting some easy shots, and that's how they've whittled away the lead here in the last few minutes. So patience on offense. They need to work that clock, and they got to take care of the ball, and just when the shot goes up, they've got to get a body on the person they're guarding or is guarding them and get the rebound.
That's exactly right, Stephen. And one more thing, I would not hesitate to just work the clock. Just work it. Run some time off. You've done well in the turnover ratio, so you're not afraid to keep the ball in possession. Work it. Work the time and keep the ball in Perkins' hands as often as you can. If you're the Northman, you're wanting McClellan to stay hot and Duncan to stay in the game. What, she have 4 fouls now?
Yeah, I think
fouls?
Duncan has 3 fouls.
3 fouls?
And a little token 3/4 court pressure here.
Jones left side. Conley. Go to Perkins, top the key, back to Jones. She takes it to the middle. Shot is up and
nice
good.
Play.
That's going to win a ball game for you. You keep doing that kind of stuff. She snuck through, kind of sideways through the middle with the shot. McClellan for 3. It's good. Yes, good. Count it. Saw that one set up about a mile ahead of time, Steve.
You got a full court.
You got to keep somebody on her. Back to Perkins. Amy with the ball.
I think Amy's too fast for more. There's a foul.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. Moreland doesn't have the foot speed, if you will, to stay with Perkins.
There's the 4th foul on Schlarman now. So there's the Lady Norse continue to get in foul trouble. As I was saying, yeah, Amy's too quick for Moreland to come out there and strip the ball from her by herself. That full court pressure may cause a turnover here or there, but I think that token 3/4 pressure defense just helps the Lady Dons run time off the clock.
I think you're right. I also think it may allow the Lady Dons to get some easy, fast break kind of pointage. If they can slip that ball through. However, Perkins kept the ball probably predominantly most of the time during that pressure. Morning start into the game for the Norsemen.
A couple important free throws by Michelle Conley. She's got 11 points now.
Moreland with the ball, bringing it down, barking out instructions. You want to get it to McClellan for that shot. Rolls off the pick. Duncan inside. It won't go. She's got the move, but just a little bit shy on the touch.
She came crashing to the floor, too.
Lindy Jones. Get it to Perkins. She has it. Looking inside over to Conley. One of those over-your-head fakes. Didn't go. Jones back to Perkins. Baseline. Back out. Shots up. Won't go. Rebound. Dressler shot up. It won't go either. Duncan with the rebound. We've got a 4-on-3 fast break. Duncan decides to just dish it herself and drops it. She drops it. It's good. Nice move by Danita Duncan. My guess was look for her and McClellan in the second half, and with the three-pointers and the moves, that's exactly what's happening. I'm a prophet.
She's the inside part of the inside-outside game for Northern Kentucky.
Dressler had a chance to toss it in, but didn't. Opted for otherwise.
Now that can't be the shot the ladies
Jones.
want.
Oh my!
But they got
it's good.
They got the putback they want, but I don't think they want Lindy freelancing like that.
I don't think so either. She's creative and a Picasso on the paint, but still, you don't want 1-on-5. Let's take a look at that again.
I want to see this play.
Lindy Jones from Belmont at the line. Let's see how she got there after these free throws. First shot up, it won't go.
5 points for Lindy on the night.
Moreland to the right side, top of the key to McClellan, looking inside. Oh my, there was some miscommunication going on, or Mrs. Communication.
Or they knew the lid was on. Big miss for the Lady Dons in the positive sense there.
That should have been an easy 2 for the Norsemen. I'm a little surprised there isn't some bench yelling going on that one. Dons control it, back to the top to Perkins. She's going to take her time over to Jones, who may or may not. She does give it up to Recker. Shots up, a little push thing. Oh, it won't go.
And Kim's going to get a foul.
Yeah, one of the worst things you can do is miss your shot and then follow and then get a foul on it. You want to make up for it, but not that way. Am I right, Steve?
Still not in the 1-and-1 for the Lady Norse. The one more foul to go.
Folks, you got a 48-40 score with 7:29 left in the game. It's still anybody's ball game. We're not talking barn burner, but it can go either way. Moreland looking inside. Wanted Duncan, gives it to her.
Duncan really wants the ball.
Inside shot is no good. It traveled half the perimeter of the rim. Finally came off. The Norsemen are going to keep it. Morningstar's going to toss it in. She's yelling right now to her teammates to set up inside. Gets it to Duncan. Surprise, takes it inside. Surprise.
Off Jordan. Lady Don ball. The Lady Dons are really getting, for the most part, good rebounding position inside. A lot of white shirts under the board.
They're in the right places at the right time, Steve. Perkins with the ball. I'm just very impressed with the coolness, the calmness, the ice in the blood of Amy Perkins. Jordan almost falls down there. Perkins looking inside. Over to Conley. Here's the no. She opts for no.
First half she'd have taken
back to
that
Perkins,
shot.
inside to Recker, back to
Now
Conley.
take it.
Shots up.
Yeah.
It
Oh!
won't go.
That's the shot they wanted.
That's
though.
exactly
Just
right.
didn't drop.
Didn't go down. Duncan inside. Oh my, we've got some traveling music. Pack a suitcase, pal.
Big turnover.
Now boarding 299er Air Flight 747.
I forgot to mention McClellan had been out. Now she's back in.
Exactly.
That's her guarding Amy Perkins right there.
McClellan wants that ball.
She may be a little quicker than Moreland.
But it's hard to stay on. It's hard to stay on Perkins unless you're a gadfly yourself. Lindy Jones takes it. Top of the key, looking inside. Over to Conley on the left side, winging it. Over to Perkins. Got to be careful with that pass. Conley shot up and no, it won't go. 48-40 with 6 minutes left in the game. It's all top.
Both teams are controlling their defensive boards. Oh.
I'm not sure about that one, Steve. It looked like some good defense, but the referee on the other side called it's going to go against you. 48-45, 57 left in the game.
It's 3 on Michelle Conley.
I think we've got a timeout. A timeout. Well, we've got a timeout, Steve, just on the side. What'd you get for Christmas?
I got a CD player.
A CD player. Well, I hope you play a lot of music during the holiday season, and that's a nice gift. Was that from your wife?
Yeah. We'll be right back for more GLVC basketball action right after these brief messages.
I believe that we can restore prosperity.
For over 40 years, the primary responsibility for shaping America's economic policies rested with the office of the president. To learn how these decisions are made and how they affect you, enroll in the Economics USA telecourse. It's an education for life.
McClellan's going to launch him.
Actually, I don't know why I said yes to the question about my wife. I'm not married, so. Leading scorers in the ball game, Michelle Conley has 11 points for the Lady Dons. Dawn Dressler and Kim Recker each have 10, but 2 key three-point plays by Amy Perkins, who has 9 points in the ball game. Lori McClellan, 20 for the Lady Norse of Northern Kentucky, who are going to the line.
Steve, you had a good look at the crowd there, and our guess was we'd have a good crowd. And is this typical?
Typical.
Okay. It's about half full, maybe maybe a little less than half full.
And some of them are here to see the 8-0 men IPFW Mastodons, whose game will be following our game.
Keeping an eye on the
court
door.
gets cleared.
The door's still swinging open with folks still filing in. Shot will go, and that'll pull the Norsemen within 7, 48-41, 5:57 left in the game. At the line, Angel Donnelly. Her second one's good, too. Lady Dons with only a 6-point lead. That 14-point lead once has evaporated. Perkins over to Dressler, getting it across just in time. Back to Perkins. Now it's time to dance with the lady who got you here and keep doing the things that have been successful.
Amy Perkins. Record draws the foul.
We've just been informed of a ruling on the sectors and slashes on the floor, Steve. You want to update
There is no
us?
10-second call.
There is no 10-second call. With 5 minutes and 26 seconds left in the game, we get that information.
Well, Tim, I knew that.
Okay, I did not. I did not know that.
But it's still important to get the ball into your front court for the 30-second shot clock.
You are correct, sir. Here's the shot.
Someone's in the
whistle
lane.
before.
And
What
it's
happened,
Lady Don
Steve?
ball.
What happened there?
Someone stepped in the lane, apparently. I don't know who did it,
Okay.
but we'll take it. And Jenny Newhart's going to come in real quick.
We've got a late Christmas present to the Lady Dons.
Kim Recker comes out with 4 fouls.
What's your thinking on that move right there?
They don't want to. They probably want to save her for the last couple minutes. Oh, that's an offensive foul.
We're still waiting for the final minute to tick away in order for us to choose the MVP of tonight's ball game. And so far, it could go to either one of 4 players, Steve. Amy Perkins.
I'm leaning to Amy Perkins.
Are you? At this point, that's a wise choice. We will disclose that near the end of the game. And don't forget, tonight, our MVP of tonight's ball game will receive a free game of bowling from Roanoke Bowling Lanes. That's located in downtown Roanoke. Norsemen pull within 4. It is Trouble City down the baseline. Still by McClellan. She takes it all the way inside. Oh, a little heavy. Somebody's been lifting weights. You've got about 9 people in a 4-foot area, Steve. Something's going to happen. That, my friends, is not a good way to handle the ball. Amy Perkins almost molested there on the baseline.
Lots
loses
of
it to
different looks
McClellan.
in this zone trap they have.
Crowd and the players on both sides. Here's the replay. Check this out. Inside, yes. I feel like I'm at a Mike Tyson fight.
Dawn had her hook.
My goodness.
Schlarman with 6 points on the night and a big
That
miss.
is no good. Rebound inside. The Dons control. Perkins takes it herself. Trying to keep Moreland at bay. Over to Hogan. Oh my. Dresser with the ball. Almost lost it. Looking for Perkins. Get it back to the general. She takes it to the top to keep back. And Perkins on the left side. Looking inside for Conley. Rolls off the pick. Inside all the way. Shot is up. Oh my. Oh my. Nice move. Heady play, but it just did not fall. Amy Perkins feeling the pressure as the time slips away. McClellan to Moreland to Duncan. Over back to Moreland. 15-footer. It is no good. Rebound Conley. Controls with 4:12 left in the game. Mano y mano. Perkins and Moreland headed off across the non-10 second line. Looking inside. Hogan to Perkins to Dressler. Hogan to Perkins. Looking inside. They need somebody to take that shot. It is blocked and it will stay. Yes, it will stay.
And I believe the Lady Dons only have 4 seconds on the clock.
Steve, right now I would be bringing in back my big woman and taking Jenny Newhart out of the game. She seems to be a little lost in the transaction. However, she does carry.
She knew where she was there.
Exactly.
Very
10-foot jumper
big bucket.
falls. Nice move. Okay. All right, I'll eat my words. A little humble pie. Nice move, Jenny Newhart.
She's been playing well of late, the freshman. Big defensive series here for the Lady Dons because the lid is still on the basket for the most part for the Lady Norse. Big rebound by Michelle Conley. She's hacked, no call.
Ball in the hands of the lady you want to have it, and no, it does not go.
Now she got that one.
Nice move.
Roy McClellan relentless.
There were 4 shots being shot, all 4 of them by Duncan and Moreland, or McClellan. That's exactly what the Norsemen want. That's what they've done, and they're only 4 away with 2:55 left in the game. Hogan over to Perkins. Perkins decides not to dish. Then goes to Dresser on the wing, looking inside to Conley. Takes it herself to the middle, back to Perkins. She's got a 10-footer. It won't go.
And I think Michelle Conley is going to be called for the foul. I think one problem the Lady Dons have run into is I'm not sure anyone really wants to take the shot right now. It seems to fall down to Amy Perkins as the clock runs down.
That's exactly right. I think if I was Coach Kleinfelder, I would designate Amy Perkins to yell out to her team to not be afraid to take it up. Once you've whittled the clock away, it doesn't matter which one of the 5.
Well, this is a team who, for the last 4 years, had Lisa Miller as the person to go to at the end of the ball game, and they were looking at Pam Edwards as the person to go to this year, and neither one's available due to graduation and injury.
Duncan drops the first of 2. See, that's a good point. And my guess is that's the reason why it's one-sided on the one-loss record.
Sure.
They've missed the presence of Lisa Miller and have lacked that go-to person. And between you and me, it's got to be one of the upperclassmen. I wouldn't put it on the shoulders of number 23, Lindy Jones, just yet.
Duncan hits both.
Pulls the Norseman within 2, folks. Maybe this is going to be a barn burner. Perkins with the ball, full court pressure being applied. She gets it down in time. Over to Conley, back to Perkins. To Jones. Shot is up by Newhart, and it does go. She hits it again.
Jenny's not afraid to take that shot.
That's exactly right. Her last 2 shots have fallen. And that puts the Lady Dons up by 4, 52-48, with 2:11 left in the game. That was an excellent, cool-headed move from a freshman, Steve, a freshman from the Woodland area here in Fort Wayne. Did you play competitive basketball, Steve?
No, but I watched a lot of it.
Okay, so you kind of have an idea of what it means to take a shot in a pressure situation.
I did get a big base hit in the ball game once in softball.
You had a good look at Coach Kleinfelder there, caucusing with the other assistant coaches before she goes down and converses with her team.
Well, she probably asked Lisa Miller, who was one of the assistants, what she would do in the situation, and Lisa would say, well, get the ball to me and I'll take the shot.
And
so
it looks like she's going to put on a jersey. That would be a long shot.
Lisa
from the
was
bench.
also good. One thing that we haven't seen here is Lisa Miller was great at getting the ball and getting fouled and going to the line. And right now the Lady Dons they're getting some shots, but they're not drawing the foul and getting those easy ones, so to speak, from the free throw stripe. So that's something else this team is going to have to develop, is someone who can get in there, draw the foul, get the other team in bigger foul problems, and go to the line.
It's a good point, Steve, and that's one of the reasons why you want it. Why you want a Duncan on your team. If she's not going to take the shot, then you want her passing off to somebody who will. If you are going to take a shot, make it on a move where you're either going to hit it or get fouled. And I like Lindy Jones for that reason. McClellan tosses into Moreland, which gets the clock going, just over 2 minutes. Duncan back to Moreland. They got to, oh my. Crowd responding to a missed call. It looked like there might have been some palming of the ball going on out there. A little surprised because it appeared to me that both refs had a good view of that. There's going to be a foul.
Conley's fourth foul.
4 against Conley.
Or they say 3. No, 4. That's
It's
right.
4.
Foul.
And a chance to pull within 2 if both of these fall.
Schlarman has 6.
Good look at Schlarman, and nice touch. Nice touch. I guess they teach it the same down in Kentucky. Here's another good look at the forward. Shot is good.
8 now.
Lady Dons having just a little bit of trouble getting it down. Jones scoops it along the left side.
Coach
backs it back out and gets it to Perkins. He knows exactly what she wants to do with it. Dressler with the ball on the right side. Looking in. Takes it herself. Backs out. Finally to Perkins. Drives the baseline. Layup shot is good. Nice heady play by Amy Perkins. I think that's why she's in the game, and that's why she's doing well. And that's why I think she's the MVP. That's me speaking there. McClellan with the ball. To Duncan, to Moreland, to McClellan. Top of the key, inside the three-point line.
Whoa.
Inside. That's only good for 2. 54-52 with 1:08 left in the game. McClellan knows how to get open for that shot. That's an advantage, especially when you're a shooter. Shades of Steve Alford, Steve?
Probably.
I think it's exactly what he did to lead the Hoosiers to the national championship. A man can shoot, but unless he's open, he's not going to get the ball. And McClellan knows how to get open. She used to pick off Duncan's pass to Moreland and rolled to the top. Just too bad for her. She was a step or 2 inside the three-point line, or the Norseman would be within 1.
That could loom large at the end of this ball game with the Lady Dons only up by a bucket here.
It's starting to heat up. And I, for one, am just a little bit nervous right now for both teams. You don't want to be the person who misses the big shot, who bounces it off your own knee, who makes the cut off my head kind of foul. And you want the ball in your upperclassman's hands right now. And Amy Perkins, I think, knows that. Look for her to dribble. And let's take a quick look, can we, Steve, on the percentage of Amy Perkins' free throw? Because I got a feeling she's going to be at the line a number of times.
Amy is only 7 of 15, but she's done well in this game. Hit 2 of 2.
2 of 2. That's a good sign. A good sign indeed.
But once again, the Lady Dons still having trouble drawing the foul.
Dressler. Oh my.
Stepped on the
Oh my.
line.
It appeared to be a comedy of errors as Conley got the ball and it bounced off her arm and she stepped towards it out of bounds. Not a good move. Chance to tie the game with exactly 1 minute left. Moreland looking, passing. McClellan inside to, oh yes, the game is tied. Nice pass, 54-54. Lindy Jones, what do we have here?
Timeout.
Oh my. That once very important 14-point lead has evaporated to nil, vacuum, void, nothing, 0 without. It is all knotted up, 54 apiece with 46 seconds left in the game. Steve, what are you going to tell your team right now?
Well, they probably want to make sure that they get the ball either in the hands of Amy Perkins to run the offense, and I think they want to, with the players that I think are going to be out on the floor, Dawn Dressler is going to be a key ball handler, and based on the last successful offensive series, they may be looking to get Jenny Newhart a shot because she'll take it.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right, Steve. She sure will.
It'd be really great to get an inside shot, because then you have the chance to get the bucket and get fouled and get a 3-point lead here if we can, as there's only 46 seconds left. But they can't afford to come out of this without at least 2 points, because time is down to a few seconds.
That's right, Steve. Let's look past the game for just a second. And figuring the outcome goes either way, what a confidence builder for this team. If they pull it out, this could be the springboard to turning that 3-6 record around. They're 0-1 in the conference. If they lose this game, it still is a positive in the fact that they are in the game with less than a minute left in the game and a chance to win. You can't ask for more from this team at this point, at this juncture.
It's a young team, and if they would lose this ball game, it would be somewhat of a moral victory. But at the same time, they had a 14-point lead. At the very end, it got away from them, and that would be a little tough to take.
Yes, it would, especially at home. Especially at home. Well, again, this is just a warm-up, actually, for the men's game coming up at 8:05. But we've still got plenty of action left here with 46 seconds left. Oh my, it's all knotted up. We're playing macrame here at the IPFW Stadium. What is about to prevail, we don't know.
27 seconds on the shot clock.
54-54. Perkins with the ball. Let's just take a good gander here. Perkins down to Dressler. We've seen this play before, and there, my friend, is going to be a foul. That is on number 25, Stephanie Jordan. She probably should know better than that. Or fifth.
She's gone.
She's going to sit down for a while.
And that'll send Dawn Dressler to the line. She's got 10 points. She's hit 4 out of 6 free throws tonight on the season. She's a 74% free throw shooter.
Steve, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to be a part of any conspiracy to overthrow this game. But if she hits these,
it'll be big.
Very big. Probably the biggest so far of her career here at IPFW. Looked for a long time. There's a good look at her. Forward from Fort Wayne. Dawn Dressler, DD, number 22, calmly awaiting the handoff from the referee with 54-54 the score. Here's the dribble and the shot. It will go. It will fall. Some sigh of relief being heard from up here from coach.
This one's key too. They put in Amy Hogan to replace Lindy Jones as Dawn hits the second.
That, my friend, was some very heady free throw shooting.
Don't let him get off a 3-point shot here. That's what Amy Hogan is possibly partially responsible
Moreland
for.
having a little trouble. Passes in, and it's a little bit hard. Oh my!
Newhart on the rebound.
Oh my! Happy days are here again.
Freshman makes another big play.
That was in the heat of the battle. Some very clear thinking from Jenny Newhart.
Excellent defense that time down. They really couldn't get a shot away the way they wanted to. It seemed like that the Northern Kentucky was kind of rushing their offense. They had still plenty of time.
I'm amazed. I'm shocked. I'm in a different time zone, Steve, as to the inability of putting the ball in once the good move has been made. You should be able to just drop it in there. And I've seen more than one not go. Shot up by
free throw by Jenny Newhart.
This young lady has a future. And it's blue chip time on the line.
She's confident. Hits them both.
4 in a row. Or is that 6 out of 6?
4 out of 4 for her from the line. Now just play good, solid defense.
Exactly. Don't let McClellan launch
Don't
anything.
foul.
Duncan with the three-pointer.
No way.
Shy.
Don't foul.
That's
Have it.
good. Timeout with 11 seconds. It's 58-56. Holy malolies. 11 seconds left, 58-56. At this point, you just want to get the ball in and hope that the person who is fouled has the touch, like Ginny Newhart.
Yep.
Let's get it to her. Let's get it to Perkins. This, Steve, this game has been more than just a game to the entire Lady Don teams. It is a saga. It's the first game of the new year. They have started 1993 in the steps of the great ones. And let's hope that the last 11 seconds, when they transpire, might be worth watching.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I tried to build that one just a little bit. Maybe I failed.
Well, we have 11 seconds left, and what will probably happen once the first thing that they want to do, obviously, is Northern Kentucky will try to deny the inbounds pass, but once it comes into somebody, there's going to be a foul.
Exactly.
And
just how much time slips away is key. It's going to be integral in the outcome of the game because you know they're going to have a few seconds left to launch something. With the Lady Dons up by 2, if they get the ball in, get fouled, and then hit them, I'd say put it in the bank vault, lock it away.
I'm sure they'll want to get the ball into either Dawn Dressler or Amy Perkins or the senior Amy Hogan.
Coach Kleinfelder stalking the sidelines right now. I would want the referees, if I was her, to keep an eye out for the intentional foul.
Amy Hogan just got a forearm. She gets the ball and she's fouled.
And it only took a second. Oh my, only a second.
Take a quick look at Amy on the season.
What do we got?
She is 3 of 3 from the free throw stripe.
That'll work. That'll work just fine.
She's yet to score tonight, but I think her role tonight was pretty much defensing Lori McClellan when she was in the ball game, and I think Amy pretty much did a pretty good job on McClellan while she was in there.
Here's a good look at the senior. Shot's good. It goes. It's good.
Her first point's a big one.
The 5'10 senior from Bishop Dwenger puts the Lady Dons up by 3 with only a decade, 10 seconds left.
Now, if she hits this, there's no need for any real defense.
And she does. Don't foul. That's what you're saying. Don't foul.
Let them use the clock.
Moreland to McClellan.
There's
she
no
wants
need to
it.
take a ball out of bounds.
No
now.
good. Dressler with the rebound, being hacked from behind by Duncan with 2 seconds left. Folks, mark it down in ink. Don't even wait for the presses. Let's put it as a victory with 60-56 as the score with 2 seconds left. Now I think it's time. Steve, who would you say is the MVP?
Well, there are a lot of them out here tonight, but I like Amy Perkins for what she did in the middle part of the game, running the offense, a couple big plays, a couple big three-point plays. Really ran this team well, I thought.
Exactly. We're going to go to the booth. Folks back in the truck.
Dawn shoots an air ball from the free throw stripe, but it's immaterial.
It has no bearing on the outcome. From the truck, fellas, what do you think?
The truck doesn't have a vote. That's it.
Right, it looks like Amy Perkins is going to be bowling for free at the Roanoke Bowl. And it is inning 60-56. The Lady Dons take their 4th victory and give a loss to the Norsemen. That's just an outstanding way to close the game, Steve. I'm very impressed, and I think we've only got blue sky ahead for this team.
Dawn Dressler, 12 points. Amy Perkins, 12 points. 10 for Kim Recker. Michelle Conley with 11. Amy Hogan, 2 very important free throws. And we'll be back after these messages.
A lot of my friends have already retired. But I wasn't ready for that. So I'm still teaching. This time in Belize, Central America. I decided to join the Peace Corps. I love my kids. And the way I figure it, I have the rest of my life to play cards.
Peace Corps, the toughest job you'll ever love.
My hero Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Costner, Mr. Wong.
These are teachers, but to the kids they've reached, they're heroes.
My hero? Mrs. Wooten. If I don't get through to that child, who knows, maybe no one else will.
Teachers have the power to wake up young minds, to be heroes, to make a difference. Reach for that power. Teach. Find out how by calling 1-800-45-TEACH. Be a teacher. Be a hero.
What comes to your mind when you think about mathematics? Clowns, street sweepers, the Red Sox, robots, the weather, earthquakes, Disney World, pineapples, conventions, parking tickets, fishing? If these practical applications of contemporary mathematics didn't make your list, you should watch public television's math series For All Practical Purposes.
You made it! Hey, I couldn't have gotten through physics without you.
Yeah, well, you're on your own at college.
It's not fair.
That's all right. I'm gonna get a job, you know. I'm gonna start working, I'm gonna save. And I'll be in college in another year or two.
So, what do you have planned, Mike?
I think I'm gonna go home and make a sandwich. Okay.
Support the United Negro College Fund. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Vince, come on, we're late.
This headbanging is more fun than going through a windshield.
Good night from Iron Maiden. Drive home safe. Remember to strap yourselves in with your safety belts. You don't want to end up like Eddie. Belt up. Don't be a dummy.
Bonjour. French in Action, opening a new era in language learning. A television course in 52 lessons centers around a wonderful romantic comedy filmed entirely on location in France. The story of Mireille, Robert, Marie-Laure, and the mysterious man in black will help you to learn, to understand, and to speak French. Watch French in Action.
After dating the guy forever, you think I could tell him anything. Why is this so hard? I'm really scared.
It takes a lot of guts to tell someone he's too drunk to drive. But you can do it. Just say it. Because if you don't, there may be nothing left to say.
Kevin, I'm gonna drive.
Take the keys, call a cab, take a stand. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
We're here live with Amy Perkins, who just came through in the end for the Lady Dons as they finished with a 60-56 victory. Some tight moments in there, Amy, during the last part of that game. What were you thinking?
I just knew that I had to take care of the ball because they rely on me to handle the ball and get the ball to the players that needed it. So I was just concentrating on taking care of the ball.
Now, Jenny Newhart came through with some big buckets for you folks. Were you? Was that part of the plan to get it into her?
Well, we had the plan to drive, and if we can't get it then to the drive, then pound it into the post. And Jenny came through with and got some rebounds too.
And Moreland was pretty tight on you. Then they switched to McClellan to guard you. What kind of difference was that?
It was pressure either way. I just had to get the ball to the wing and pass it off.
One of the tough positions at that point in the game is to be the coach. What did she have to say to you folks down in the huddle there?
She told us to take care of the ball and to drive. She wanted to get the fouls.
Well, you did really well. What kind of bearing is this going to have on the next couple of games as you folks start the new year off?
We're just going to keep going out and playing with a lot of effort, same effort.
Well, you got a late Christmas present as you took a tough team. You handed them their first loss. They're now 7-1, and your record goes to 4-6. What'd you get for Christmas?
Just a bunch of clothes.
As a girl should. Well, we're with Amy Perkins, who is the MVP of tonight's ball game. The Lady Dons win 60-56. Back to you, Steve.
Well, I'd like to take this time to thank the Channel 6 volunteer crew and the Learning Resource Center at IPFW for their contributions to the live production of our basketball game this evening. The telecast of this IPFW sporting event is copyrighted and the sole property of the College Cable Access Center and IPFW. Unauthorized copying, exhibition, retransmission, or rebroadcast of this event without express written consent is strictly prohibited. Don't forget the men's game is coming up after this telecast. The 8-0 Mastodons taking on Northern Kentucky. The next women's game Tuesday, January 12th, as they take on St. Francis College at 6, the women, and at 8 o'clock the men. Once again, the women upset previously undefeated Lady Norse of Northern Kentucky 60-56. That's it for now. The men's game is coming up next.